video I'm going to show you how to make a crevice sucking tool, and it's good for getting into the crevices that are underwater, the cracks in the bedrock. It's a good thing to suck those cracks out with, get all the dirt and gold that has been trapped in the bedrock for eons. This is a great tool for doing that and getting that pulled out. Basically take this tool, put it down in the water into the crack, pull back on it, and lift up, throw it in a bucket, squirt it back into your bucket, and then you can process that gravel at a different time or when you want. So basically I'll show you all the parts we got here, and we'll get it put together. This is something that's pretty simple, it's pretty cheap. Everything can be found in your plumbing section at your hardware store for minimum dollars. I think I built this one for about $6. So let's go ahead and put this together and tell you what we got here. We've got a inch and a half Schedule 40 PVC pipe. This is 30 inches long. We've got a 3/4 inch PVC pipe that is 29 inches long. What we have here are two slip-on inch and a half couplings. This is a inch and a half by 3/4 reducing flush bushing. This is another section of 3/4 inch pipe that has got a kind of a slanted end cut off to it. Over here we've got another bushing. This is a inch and a half to 1 inch bushing. We've got a 3/4 inch T slip-on. Back here we've got a 3/4 inch male adapter with screws on one end, and it's a slip-on on the other. A 3/4 inch cap. And what this is a piece about an inch and a half worth of black pipe insulation. You can buy a big section of this at the store for like $1 or $2. All it is a piece of foam piping insulation. You'll notice on these that these will have a cut in these. They don't go all the way through, but you want to seal that crack up, that cut, with some type of glue, whatever, super glue, whatever is going to hold that together. You need to have that sealed up so that it doesn't pull apart as you're using it, because this is your actual the suction for your plunger. It goes up against the side of the tube and creates the suction. So let's go ahead and put this together real quick. You take your 30 inch piece of inch and a half tubing. We're going to stick our two couplings on either end of it. These are the inch and a half couplings. Put one on each end. That's your main body. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the 3/4 inch. This is going to be your plunger. You've got your main body and your plunger. Then we're going to put the plunger together now. So the first thing you'll want to do is take your inch and a half to 1 inch reducing bushing and just slide that on there. Then you want to take your 3/4 inch male adapter, stick it on the other end. Now I said you don't have to use a lot of glue for this project, but this is one of the things that I would glue. I would glue this piece on here with some PVC glue, and then you also want to glue this on because this is the handle that you're going to use to be pulling up on the plunger. You pull up on this thing enough times, if you don't put glue on this, it'll pull right off. But please remember that if you glue these two pieces on here, you better have this piece on. This should be the first piece you put on, because once you glue these on here, you're not getting this piece on here, and this is an integral part of the project. So make sure this is put on first. So you've got the two end pieces put on here. The next thing you're going to do is slip on the pipe insulation, which goes over top of the threading, and then you're going to add the 3/4 inch cap. You're going to screw that on there. So there you've got your completed plunger. Now we're just about done. All we need to do is slip it into the main body. So you take that, stick that down inside there, and you probably can hear the suction already created, and it's not even wet. here's where the bushing fits in, or your reducing bushing fits in. It fits in right into the coupling. This will, basically what this does is stabilize the plunger. The plunger will slip freely inside this bushing, but it will keep it from rocking back and forth inside the main body. So this is basically just a stabilizer. So you've got your plunger inside the main body now. Now all you've got to do is fit your attachment, a nozzle attachment on here. So here is your 1.5" by 3/4 inch reducing bushing. And that just simply slips into the coupling on this end. And then last, you just put on your 3/4 inch piece of pipe with the angled end on the angled cut end on the outside. Slip that inside there. And voila, there you have your completed crevice sucking tool. This is a pretty simple tool to use, and again, you can make different sizes of these. Just make sure if you cut this down, a lot of people will cut one down to about half this size, which is good for putting in your backpack, taking with you something that's not too big and bulky. Just remember that your plunger, whatever this main body tubing is that you start with, your plunger is always going to be, the 3/4 inch plunger tubing is going to be an inch less than your main tubing. So there you have it. That's the completed crevice sucking tool. Now the thing about this is you got to be pretty quick. When you stick this down in the water and pull back on the plunger, you got to tip this up in the air real quick after you pull it out of the water, so that all the sand will stay inside the tubing, because if you don't, you leave it tipped up like this and pull back on the plunger, it'll all just run right back out when the suction's gone. So pull back on your plunger, tip it up, and then take it over your bucket, dump it in your bucket, and push back down on the plunger. And that'll shoot all your sand and gravel and whatever you've pulled out of the crevice there right into your bucket. So again, this cost me about $6 to make. If you go to the store and try to buy one of these, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. So here's a cheap, economical way to build your own. Hope you liked it.